Welcome back, everyone. Well, in our never-ending quest to find interesting locations, we decided to go to the future. And the reason I'm saying that is I'm sitting with a friend of mine, Mark Shaw, President and CEO of StoredTech. And if ever there was a company on the cutting edge, it's your company.
Thank you.
So welcome.
Thank you.
So we're here.
You are. Welcome to the Collaboration Center.
In the Collaboration Center. We're going to talk about that Collaboration Center in a second. But Mark, I really want to go back. I met you, I think, close to 2010 or whatever. Right? StoredTech was just starting out. I have rarely known someone like yourself or worked with somebody that has just worked so hard between 2010 and now. So I'm right about this, right? It's
Yes.
about 8.5 years or eight or 9 years, taking this company from an idea to what it's grown into today. I mean, that's pretty remarkable stuff.
Yeah, it's fun.
So let's just, you can't do it, but I can do it.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, we're talking about Queensbury,
Yes.
right? We're talking about an office in Albany.
Yes.
We're talking about an office in Plattsburgh.
Absolutely.
And a leap down south,
Yes.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Absolutely. Brand new office.
That's really something. All right, if you follow the theory, local, regional, East Coast, national, global.
There you go.
Am I right about
That's
this?
the plan.
It is the plan.
That is the plan.
Okay. Let's talk about this. In the 8.5 years, 8 or 9 years, technology, it just changes much faster than even my business, the media business. What have you seen over this time?
Well, there's been a dramatic shift. I mean, obviously the name StoredTech comes from the idea of storing data and obviously
right,
having managed services to remotely report and support that. So what we've done is we've really just followed our clients. So as our clients have asked us and demanded, hey, can you help us with our phone systems? We said, sure, absolutely. So we've made a jump into that. So the world shifted for us from just basically managed services into now telecom and telecommunications. And then after that, there was a lot of demand of saying, hey, listen, what about our physical security? What about access control and camera systems? So we went out, we got New York State licensed, and now we provide that as an opportunity. And as time moves forward here, I mean, obviously, you can't miss a news report without it. Cybersecurity, security in general are becoming a big thing. So not only do you want to physically lock and secure your doors, but you want to virtually lock and secure your doors as well, too. So that's become the next big step for us, at least something that we're deeply involved in on the support and managing side and are starting to look at on the other end of it as well.
The underlying theme in what you're talking about is listening to your clients, right? What a novel idea. If more companies understood that, instead of patting themselves on the back, they would understand, at least in part, some of the measure of your success. Yeah, you're right about this security thing. It, even on a national level, you can't listen to the news any particular day of the week and wondering who's meddling with our elections, for instance, and stuff like that. The point you're making, of course, is that there is physical security, but there is virtual security as also. Technology gets a lot more complicated as well. At least it does for guys like me, right? And because Dan especially gets the phone calls from us. Dan, oh my God. Except when we call, obviously our email is malfunctioning or something, right? Far from the reaches that you have. Tell me a bit about the client base. What kind of client mix is there?
Sure, it's actually, the nice part about it is technology today crosses all barriers of technology, of companies. So manufacturing, healthcare, legal, nonprofits, you name it, we're probably involved in it. Retail businesses. If there's a computer there, if there's a little network plug that's going to plug into something techie, we're probably involved in those areas. But yeah, we have people in all verticals, in all spaces, in all sizes. So everything from mom, pop, somebody, one-man band accounting firm, all the way up to multinational with 30,000 plus users globally. So our client base is very diverse, but at the end of the day, everybody uses technology in very similar ways, right? You need to get your email, you need to be able to make a phone call, you need to be able to make sure that you're safe and secure. So even though there's a ton of different verticals with specialities, everyone uses technology in very, very similar ways.
And kind of to cycle back on something you had said Mark had said to me before we started, that allowing the clients to lead the way.
Absolutely, yeah. We focus on customer delight. It's always been our kind of our mantra around here.
Yeah.
Our clients will tell us what they're looking for, and if we don't do it, it's not in our wheelhouse. It's not something that we're really comfortable with. We'll gain expertise, and once we gain the expertise, then we don't like to say no, right? But we don't want to say yes without having the skills to back it up. So we're very cautious about what we enter into, but we always make sure that if the customers are asking for it, we're going to find a way to do it. Right. The other interesting side of it is, as the technology has evolved over the years, in the old days, your phones were, a couple pair wire and you plugged them in. Nowadays, phones, camera systems, there's no coax, connecting stuff anymore.
Sure.
Everything rides on the network. So a lot of these companies, whether they did telecom or they did, access control camera systems, really have not evolved to understand that it's riding on a core network. It's riding over the internet. Everything is internet-based, right? Then you hear about the IoT, the Internet of Things out there.
Yes, right.
So what we have to do is, knowing that we started with the base knowledge in regards to networking and infrastructure, adding these other add-ons become much more seamless for our clients. So as they've demanded it from us, we've also said it made sense. And by listening to our clients, it's kind of driven us into what product mix we need to be in.
And well said, by the way.
Thank you.
Now, between these offices, when you're talking about the things that Mark deals with, you can deal with a multinational firm, right?
Absolutely.
You can deal with a client, like you said, a small client. But it's nice to have the offices scattered throughout the East Coast to be able to access those people more quickly too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We like to provide that local service, right? We are still part of every community that we're in, for all the right reasons. And then at the same time, we always say whether it's a hi or y'all, right?
Yeah,
no one really cares what the accent is as long as they're able to provide them the best support. So when our customers do call in, they don't receive, a Queensbury office or a Plattsburgh office. They're able to talk to any of our technicians and engineers anywhere that they are present. So that's kind of the nice part about it. It's kind of this unified feeling from our client end of things.
You and Alan are very hands-on. I know it. We're a small company. And any time that we call in, it's usually Dan Ryan, right? But it's just that whole sense that, yes, I'm listening to you. Yes, I understand what you're doing. This room we're in. The reason we picked this room is that this is unusual for a company like Mark's. This is a collaboration center. And the words are carefully chosen, and I know they are, because I've been here when there's been chamber events in here. But you will also rent out this space, this multimedia space in here with a big screen, which I'm not sure you can actually see behind us. But the idea is that, hey, if you're a not-for-profit, if you're a company in the community that needs a collaboration center, do you make this space available?
We do. We make it free for any of the nonprofits in the region, and at the same time, we also make it free for any of our customers. So we've had customers come in here and do training on everything from harassment training, new phone systems, how to use email. So sometimes it's tech, sometimes it's not. We've had some clients come in here and just have people interact and maybe do something for their business processes. So we've had people coming in and doing like Six Sigma style training here from manufacturers in the area. So if you're a client of ours, it's free. If you are a nonprofit in the area, it's absolutely free to use, and we love giving back to the community. Yeah,
it's a wonderful way. Talking about that, we got to talk about hockey night. But in terms of collaboration center, if you are a not-for-profit organization, you're a client of StoredTech, you should know about this space, because there's plenty of opportunity here to you bring your staff in for training sessions, for show and tells, for presentations, those kinds of things, right?
Absolutely.
Seriously important. I don't know if I got the math right, but 3 or 4 years hockey night, right? I remember you and I talking about this the first year we were thinking about doing this. And Mark said to me, I don't know if anybody will want the tickets. Okay, let's fast forward for a second. 1,000 tickets, I heard, went in like 24 hours. And when we came in today with the crew, there were people in the lobby picking up their hockey tickets, right? They're gone.
It's crazy. Yeah, no, they're gone. And it's actually gotten to the point where people realize that they're gone so fast that we've actually had some companies come back and go, hey, listen, we took X number of tickets, 2 or 3 people can't make it. Can we turn these in and give them to somebody else?
Oh, that's cool.
So it's great seeing the community. We're giving back to the community, but the community is actually actively engaged with us going, hey, I can't use these 2 because so-and-so's sick. Can you give these to someone else? So we do have a waiting list, but yeah, 24 hours, 1,000 tickets gone. I don't even know where to go from there.
Yeah, I've got it. When is it? It's coming up, right?
Yeah, it's Saturday, October 27th. So it's coming up this Saturday.
Saturday, October 27th, StoredTech night. I also believe that night they're doing something for veterans, because we're working with veterans organizations that are involved with it. I just can't say enough about your success. And it really, I've said this to you before, it takes a certain kind of person. You have to be hands-on. You have to be a listener. You've got to be a visionary, and And you've really done that. I don't know what you're going to do next. Take over Manhattan? I don't know. Like,
Stay tuned.
Yeah, I know. I had a feeling you were going to say something like that. Well, congratulations on your continued success. You know, it doesn't happen perchance. It just doesn't. You have to work it, and you got to work it pretty hard. And Hockey Night, you can't get tickets this year, but make certain that you keep abreast of when they do things like Hockey Night, and you're out in the community and you're involved. And don't forget about this collaboration center.
There's going to be another Hockey Night in February, so stay tuned.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
I didn't know
we're gonna
that.
do 2 of them. We've been doing 2 the last 2 years. So.
Oh, I didn't know about the second one.
Yeah.
All right, great, good. Well, how does somebody get those tickets?
If if it's sold out this time, which it is, they've all been gone.
Right.
We can have you just email in info@StoredTech.
Okay.
And just let us know you're looking to get on a list.
And that's StoredTech.com, right?
Yes, info@StoredTech.com, and we'll put that information aside and make sure that we can try to help you next time if you missed it this time.
All right, great. And thank you again, because they support Queensbury Town Board meetings, the Saratoga City Council meetings, and Warren County Board of Supervisor meetings, and we couldn't come close to covering those meetings without your support. So that's just another way that you're giving back to the community. So thanks for inviting us up here.
Cool.
This is pretty interesting in here. You got to be careful. We take this space over. Crazy things happen. Great to see you, pal.
Thanks, Jesse.
Yeah, it's very nice. And if you want to see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.